Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne, thanks for tuning in. DeFi Live, Ether, Tron, XDai, and more. We'll be checking the pools, the farming, our results, and looking to see if there's any opportunities. We'll run down the prices of the cryptos. We'll even check out the stocks, and we'll keep our eyes on any potential opportunities in the crypto space, in the fiat space, in the metal space, in the option space, wherever it is. We're going to pay attention and see if there's opportunity. Shout out to Athlete over there on D Live. Make sure you're following me on dlive.tv/champagne crypto. It's an alternative to YouTube. It is a live streaming platform that's similar to Twitch, but this one is crypto based. It runs, I believe, on Tron and BitTorrent, and you can get Lemon, crypto tokens, and you can do a couple things there. So don't give YouTube all the sauce. Hop on over to D Live and try something new. Kaboom to that. Again, if you're just tuning in, we're preheating the crypto oven, the 10,000 and beyond. We'll be talking about Ether, Tron, XDai, and the DeFi farming here live. I'll be checking up on some of the liquidity pools that I've joined, including HoneySwap, Pickle, Sun, and more. Okay, we're going to be talking about a lot of them, and we'll go over our results. And I'm looking at another one here that I may stake some tokens on. So we'll make another move live. We've been covering all of this live and doing these movements live, and I'll share the results. So far, I'm having results on some liquidity pool, and then I pulled out of another one. It seems like you got to, try to find the right ones. They change in real time, just like the prices of the cryptos. I mean, you may be getting in, and it may be moving well, then it slows down, and you got to consider where to put your baggage. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. Let's go ahead and share our screen and check out the math over here for the price of Bitcoin. It's still a little bit under pressure. You got Bitcoin there at 10,367, basically trading sideways. It says it's up 1.3, but I remember broadcasting yesterday and the price was at 10.5 or 10.4. So, being that we're above 10 is good. Okay, we haven't really dipped under 10. It was a low of 10,192 overnight, a high of 10,441. So let's see. We're under 10.5 though. So let's see. Just keep an eye on that. Make sure you're dropping a comment, a like, a subscribe, a post notification bell, a ding ding. Stay tuned in to the good ones. Indeed. Yesterday I did a short impromptu video in the afternoon, getting started with XDai chain and HoneySwap. And XDai chain is an interesting sister chain to Ether. You can access it with the same key pair via the MetaMask. You just got to do a custom RPC. And I explained how to do that and showed the example in the video yesterday. But what this XDai chain is, it's basically, it runs on side of Ethereum. It's a sister to Ethereum. It's basically the same thing, but it runs on the DAI stablecoin. So all the fees are on stablecoin. They're very low. Everything's moving faster and the fees are low. If you've experienced DeFiing on Ether lately, I mean, these fees are through the roof, and I'm questioning whether I'm actually going to be in profit after paying all these fees. That's why I am experimenting with Tron, which is way faster and way cheaper with the fees, and now I'm experimenting with this XDai chain, which has also been faster and cheaper with the fees. And I got into HoneySwap over there with the XDai chain. You can see it over here. HoneySwap. Where's HoneySwap? Boom, boom, boom. Show you guys. It's basically a clone of Uniswap. And then I've entered a pool so I can start farming this honey token. This honey token's booming. This thing's been booming. So you can see you can access this once you've set up your custom RPC on your MetaMask. You could switch over to the XDai chain with your same key pair. I explained everything in my last video. But you could swap over here for Honey token, which hasn't even been listed on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, is my understanding. And you can see this pair is moving. No, that's not the pair. The pair is Honey against XDai. But yeah, look at the price of Honey. It's up at $732. You can see it really pumped about a little bit more than 24 hours ago to, was it almost $1,000? Sheesh. Before dumping down to $500 yesterday, and now it's rising again. One thing that attracts me about this token is you could see it has a very, very low circulating supply. I'm looking at it here in the Block Scout Explorer, 24,000 Honey tokens. Okay, and you know, I'm reminded of a token like Yearn that has like 30 or 40,000 tokens, and you know, the price of that one exceeded 1 Bitcoin. So even if this thing could be half a Bitcoin or even a quarter Bitcoin at this point. So you know, keep your eyes on this. I'm interested in this Honey thing. So if you want to know more on how to get into it or whatnot, I got the whole video explaining how to acquire this. Okay, drop a comment here. Let me know what shaking and bacon are. Am I on YouTube or what? Because I'm only seeing comments over here on DLive. Am I on YouTube or what? Let me know what's shaking and bacon out there. And let's go over the math on CoinGecko, and then I'll give you guys the results that I have incurred with this DeFi farming. Bitcoin there at 10,353. Let me hit refresh, make sure we're up to date here. 10,367 for Bitcoin. Ether there at 335. Ripple at 22. Bitcoin Cash at 212. Polkadot 422. Binance 23. Chainlink 868. Crypto.com 14 cents, and Litecoin at $43. I heard there's a game out there called the Lightbringer that is only accepting light tokens, and that it's brought a little bit more transaction to the Litecoin chain. So I don't know. CrystalZilla's on YouTube. Excellent. Excellent. Boom, boom, boom. So everything's red. What's interesting to me is the coins that are doing well during this, you know, kind of this, I'm not going to call it a bear market. It's not a bear market. I mean, it's bear for the short term. I mean, we've had a sell off. Things are, you know, a little sleepy here. Overall, I'm still bullish, but you know, it's obviously been kind of bearish on the short term, and it's interesting to see which coins have been performing. You can see most of these top 10 coins, they've been getting clapped. But what's this Helium? This is new. Chainlink's finally rebound. Chainlink got clapped. Look at this, $8 of Chainlink after a high of like almost $19. Link is Aave Link is up. Celsius, they changed their logo. They're looking good. Ocean Protocol, and then Uniswap. Shout out to Cryptmatic. I see you. And let's look at these DeFi farms. I'm going to go ahead and recap. I'm in a few DeFi farms, including this Pickle and including this ETH BTC liquidity mining pool. And I'm also mining some Uni there. So we can go over our results. Let's go first with this Honey swap thing, because I'm already logged into the XDai chain. So yesterday I talked about Honey swap and Honey token. Honey token's up at $732. Don't sleep. This thing hasn't, you can't even see this on CoinGecko yet. Okay, or CoinMarketCap. So I would say, okay, again, I'm not anybody's crypto. I could be wrong. I could be right. I'm not your crypto father. But if this thing keeps going the way it's going and it hits the, you know, CoinGecko, CoinMarket, I mean, it may bring a little bit more attention. There's only 500,000 in this. Okay, there's only, you know, 500,000, but look at the volumes there. So, you know, this thing can easily, just the video I needed this morning, says Dwight. Excellent. Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I mean, I'm interested in this Honey, you know, so I got a little bit of it. I've added liquidity to the pool, and let's see what I've earned actually. So I'm coming back to here. This is the Block Explorer. Let me go back to Honey swap. So you can see this just looks just like Uniswap. And if I go to pool, you can see that I've added to the Honey XDai pool. And let's look at this pool information. And I've been in this pool for less than 24 hours. I literally put up the video around 6 p.m. yesterday Eastern. So we've been on for a little bit more than 12 hours. Let me go back to my accounts here and pull this up and let's see what I've earned. So I've earned almost $1 in less than 12 hours, in about 12 hours, and more in about 14 hours, let's say. Okay, I mean it's not wild. You know, I've earned a fraction of honey and a little bit, and about 50 cents in XDai. And I did this with 1 ether's worth. So I got 1 ether. I got I sold it into DAI. I moved the DAI into XDai chain, and then half of that DAI I bought honey, and then I started staking with that pair. So far so good. I like it. Nothing compared to Pickle though. Okay, Pickle's been the one that is booming for the champ, and I'll show you guys right now. Let's go to Pickle Finance. And let me go ahead and switch my wallet after I click on this ad. Guys, download the Brave browser and start earning BAT tokens right now. I got a link down below. Stop playing games and calling yourself a crypto maniac and you don't even use a browser that earns you crypto. Okay, so let's go here to MetaMask. And if I click on MetaMask, you can see I'm on the XDai chain. And I can just go, I'll switch back to the main Ethereum network. Okay. And I'll be able to log into my Pickle and see what I've earned Pickle wise. So I got over 2 Pickles pending, and I have a 0.03 Pickles. So I got almost 2.5 Pickles in a couple days. I think I started this in around Monday, and I've deposited a total of 2 Ethereum worth of capital into this yield farming pool, or whatever you want to call it. So what's hot is that Pickle has been moving. Pickle has been moving. I got in at Pickle at around 29 or 30 bucks, and now we're at almost 40 bucks. Pickle is performing right now. Okay, Pickle is performing. And what is Pickle? It's an experiment using farming to bring stable coins closer to their peg. And it looks a little funny bunny, I would admit. But if you see, if you click on their Twitter and you read a little bit more on the Pico paper or whatnot, it seems like a bit of an interesting project. Let's see. I mean, there is activity here with the Pickle team or whatnot, and you could see that they're trying to build out this Pickle Finance to allow you to stake Pickle now and get a share. In addition to, I believe, maybe even staking Pickle and earning stable coins. So follow this. Everything could be linked there. But this has definitely been the liquidity DeFi farming operation that has been the most lucrative so far for the champ. Okay, I put in a total of 2 Ethereum worth of capital into this. Okay, and I've earned almost 2.5 Pickles already, and Pickles prices are at 39 bucks. So I mean, that's not that bad of a return. Okay, that's not so bad of a return. So far, so good. And again, it says pending, but I can literally claim this in real time. So, and then I can go ahead and just swap it out for whatever coin I want on Uniswap. So that's what's going on. I know I'm in some other liquidity pools. Let's check up on Uniswap and see. I removed my position out of the ETH sushi pool. That thing was moving slow, and I'll show you guys. So I added to the largest pool out there, which is ETH and WBTC, and I'm earning about half a uni per week with that one. And that I got in with 1 Ether's worth of capital. I've already earned about almost a quarter uni. And then if I go over here to the charts, I've probably gotten a few cents of Bitcoin and ETH out of it too. So this one's a slow mover. This is the biggest pool. This is like, the biggest one. I would assume the safest one too. I don't know if that's true, but Lady Plants came for the pickle jokes. There you go. So I've earned about 10 cents. Actually 6 cents on that pool. And then I earned on the Sushi ETH pool about 2 cents, and I pulled out of that one. I'm still in the Pickle ETH pool. That one I haven't earned much, but I used that liquidity provider token to enter and stake for more pickle. So that's actually been the best move so far. The best move so far. Let's move over to Tron because I've been doing some Sun as well. And don't be scared to ask questions, guys. I'm learning just as much. I literally started doing this on over the weekend. So, you know, I'm learning along with the boomers. So you can go to sun.io and I put a total of 7,000 TRX worth of capital in to try to get Sun. And I'm earned already about a quarter Sun. Suns are trading for about $17. Okay. And then you can see that they got the Just Swap as well. The same thing. It looks like Uniswap, the pool or whatnot. Let me see if I can, you can see I added to the Sun TRX. Let me look at the pool info and see if it can tell me a little bit more about my earnings here. It allows me to see it on Tron Scan, but I can't really see how much I've actually earned from that pool. Maybe if I pulled from right here, view pool info. No, I can't really see. Can I see it on Tron Scan maybe? View on Tron Scan, or this just takes me to the wallet address and shows me the confirmed. It doesn't really show me. Maybe someone can help me out. I'm only doing Sun right now, but looking to diversify, says Dwight. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it, but I just can't. I mean, I see what I've earned with Sun, you know, by staking the liquidity pool token. I've earned almost a quarter Sun, and this has been in like about less than 48 hours. But I can't see how much TRX and Sun I've earned off the other pool. You see what I'm saying? So I'll figure it out. Someone was talking about this T2X, and shout out to Reed Mack. He sent me 1,000 Tron tokens. He's like, oh, you should try this one out. And this one seems a little bit different, probably a little riskier. I mean, they got the referral thing. It looks a little bit different. Somehow you stake these T2X tokens, and they're auctioned every day. I don't really know about this. Our daily auctions will start from 5 million T2X tokens per day and will be distributed between the users that participated in the auction. Daily Tron dividends every day. 95% of the previous day's TRX that was spent in the lobby will be pooled and allocated to the users based upon their completed stake terms. Stake your T2X tokens within the staking portal and earn daily interest. Additionally, stakers are rewarded TRX tokens from the daily lobbies based on the percentage. So I think you got to join the auction to try to get the T2X, and then you stake the T2X. So you go over here to get T2X token. And it seems like you got to enter the auction. What are auction lobbies? Auction lobbies are daily auctions that offer T2X tokens for Tron based on T2X and Tron pool at the end of the day. How much T2X lobbies pay? It starts from 5 million. Okay. Does anybody know about this? Maybe is anybody online right now? Is Reed online? Because I know Reed told me about this and somebody else told me about this. Your referrals will earn a 5% minted T2X tokens on their auction lobby purposes. As a referral, you earn 10%. All right, so I should join with someone's link if it's going to give me 5% more. So I'll wait. If Reed's out there or somebody else, I'll try to use somebody's link if I'm going to get 5 extra%. So let me put my hold of my horses. And someone sent me 2,000 Tron. I don't know who it was. I'm still trying to hunt that person down. Thank you. And then Reed sent me 1,000, and he commented yesterday. So thank you, Reed. And I responded. I was like, oh, I'll try to do a video with this T2X. So let me know. Champ, do you know how to become a Honey stake liquidity provider? Let me see. I think I do. I was just looking at that when I was coming off before I went online. So you would go to Honey Swap. Okay. And you need to acquire Honey and stake. In order to acquire Honey and stake, you need to bridge DAI into the XDai chain. My last video explained how to do that. Okay. But basically what you need to do is follow these directions over here. You got to go to your MetaMask setup and set up a custom RPC so that you could access the XDai chain. And once you do that, you go back to the main Ethereum network and you could bridge your DAI tokens into the XDai chain using this thing called the POA bridge. Okay. Check my last video. But once you've bridged DAI into the XDai platform, you would be able to see your balance right here. And you could see, actually, I'm on the wrong network. So what I do here is just go to MetaMask, and I'll switch from the main Ethereum network into the XDai. I already added the custom RPC settings, and you could see I access my XDai. I have just got like $8 worth here because I've already bought honey. So I would use the XDai, and then I would buy the honey. Boom. And you can also buy the what's the one that you're talking about? Stake, right? Which is right here. Right here, stake. Boom, stake. And then once you've swapped out for those tokens, then you just add to the pool. Add liquidity, and then you would go honey here and stake right here. And you would do. Actually, I'm gonna probably do a video with this, because I've seen that this pair is actually popping off, and maybe there's something here. Let me show you the pair's statistics here on HoneySwap. You can see there's only a total liquidity of less than 300,000, but there's it seems to be moving, and as this chain becomes more popular, I would expect it to grow a little bit. You could bridge stake over from ETH to XDai as well as using OmniBridge. Right. Yeah, I heard about that. I just haven't used it, but I heard that's also another way to go. I use the POA network, and I'm sorry that I don't have the link right off the top of my... Actually, I should. Let me try to find it. POA. There it is. So I used this thing. It worked just fine for me. The DAI-bridge POA network. But this will allow you to bridge your DAI into the XDai. But yeah, so that liquidity pool, now that you're asking about it, Sky, I may add to that liquidity pool. I just don't... How much ETH do I have on my other account? I have maybe like half an ETH. I got to throw a little bit more in there. Yeah, I got a little less than an ETH. Well, let's do it. Let's Dwight says this seems like a lot of steps. Isn't NIMQ fixing this? I really don't know, Dwight. I have no idea. I have no idea. But you know what? Now that we're live, let's do it. Let's throw half a ETH into DAI, and then go into that stake pool. So I'm gonna go into DAI. So I'm gonna do it for Sky right now. Why not? I'm just gonna add into that pool. I'm gonna go with half an ETH worth. Okay. So I'm starting off with half an ETH. I'm gonna swap for DAI. Confirm swap. Look at these fees though. These fees are wild. $5 almost. Confirmed. So let's wait. Yeah, for the purpose of this example, let's go ahead and try to become a liquidity provider for the Honey stake pool. Yeah, fees so much better on XDai. Yeah, you'll see it right now, and it's faster too. And what's good of, because look, you could say, yeah, Tron, that's good too. But with Tron, you need a new wallet. You need a new, it's a separate address. It's a whole nother ecosystem. When you're with XDai, it's basically, it's running side to Ethereum. You're using your same key pair. You're using the same wallet, the whole thing. You see what I'm saying? So I can see how easily projects could migrate from Ether onto XDai. So if you already have a project, you could just easily move it on over to XDai. Much easier than moving it into Tron, it would seem, because it's the same language and stuff. So, okay, so that was confirmed. I got DAI. So I'll head over to the bridge. Now that I have DAI, I'm going to bridge my tokens from the ETH mainnet over to the XDai chain. And I do it using this bridge. I just linked it in the chat. So you can see I have a balance of 165 DAI. So I'm going to put the whole thing in there, 165.78, right? And then I'll just transfer, continue, and this will transfer over the DAI tokens into the XDai chain, confirm. Waiting for block confirmations. So let's just let's wait. So yeah, I'm just doing it right now. You just gave me a reason to do it. I was thinking about doing this, and I wanted to go in with a little bit more capital. I wanted to go in with at least an ETH, but you know, being that we're on now, I'll throw half an ETH at it and see how it shakes and bakes. There you go. Confirmed. Now, so these transactions are confirmed, and I would assume now that my XDai has been moved. My DAI has been moved into the XDai chain. Now, let's go check on it. I'm over here on HoneySwap. It says wrong network. So what I got to do here is switch back to the XDai chain. So I'm on the main Ethereum network. I move to the XDai chain. Boom. And then a reload, which would be, oh, I'm on the wrong page. There you go. So let me reload here and go back to the swap. I should be able to see my tokens, my token balance here yet. No, it hasn't came in. I remember this happened last time, and I got a little shaky because I got a confirmation on Ethereum that everything went through, and then I switched over to the XDai chain. I'm like, where are my tokens? I lost them. And then I started getting shaky. I'm not concerned now because the last time that happens, within 5 minutes, they popped up here. So let's give it about 5. It seems to me like there's a little lag of time there with the confirmation on the Ethereum blockchain to the XDai chain. So let's give it a second. I just transferred over 100 tokens, and they should pop up soon. I think the rewards in Honey, in addition to liquidity provider rewards, will be sick. Let's see. We'll give it a whirl. I mean, we're going to test it out. And I'm waiting for these tokens to come in. And they still haven't came in yet. So I'll give it a sec. Let's give it a sec. And in the meantime and in between time, let's check up on DLive. We got 4 people out there. I'm going to add some lemons. And shout out to Athlete. He's our first subscriber on DLive. So DLive has a feature now where you could subscribe to someone like Patreon. And then you pay them in lemon tokens, which kind of whatever. I mean, I would like it to, to have the option for people to pay in different tokens, but right now it's lemon. And then they get a little badge here. You got Athlete with the Kaboom badge here in the chat box. And I believe I can set up a members only chat or some other features I haven't really looked at yet. But yeah, follow me out there and check out the content on DLive. A lot of content creators that were banned, outright banned on YouTube or shadow banned, have migrated onto DLive. Crystal Zilla says, sorry, couldn't type earlier. No, all good. All right, let's check up on our Honey. Let's see if we've got more on the XDai chain. Nothing yet. Yeah, I remember the last time I bridged over, I started getting a little nervous because when I was on the main Ethereum network, I received the confirmation that the transaction went through once I bridged the tokens on POA. But when I switch over to the DAI network, like right now, I still can't see them. So I started, saying, oh, is this, the first thing I thought, I was like, oh, this DAI bridge thing is funny bunny. I sent my money to the wrong contract. I started feeling some type of way, but no, it came through. So let's give it a second. It hasn't even been 5 minutes. What's the APY for HoneySwap? I don't know, Athlete. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. But this is what I've earned with 1 ETH on the XDai Honey liquidity pool. Crystal Zilla says, I'm not in T2X, but glad to see the XDai demo. Yeah, I'm gonna do T2X too. Reed sent me 1,000 tokens yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, you should just try it out." So I'll try it out with the 1,000 tokens he sent me. But before getting into that, my understanding is that if you've had a referral link, you get an extra 5% on top. So I'll use his link or whatever. I'll give it a chance. It doesn't, like I said before. Once things start getting with the referral linkies, they could be a little bit more questionable. Okay. I mean, but at the end of the day, let's give it a chance. I don't get why Binance aren't selling XDai so people don't need to do the bridge. I don't know why either. I don't know why either. And eventually they probably will. Yeah, it's been about 5, and I still don't see my money here in HoneySwap. So if there was, there we go, boom, it hit. So if this was the first time I was doing it, I would be a little nervous, but boom, it hit. So guys, I just did it in real time. You see, it took a little second. I bridged from the POA, from this thing, from DAI Bridge POA network. I got a confirmation over here, and then I switched back to DAI, and I didn't see my tokens. Okay, so you got to give it a second. Give it about 5 to 10 minutes, and you can see that the 100 plus DAI did move over. You can see my balance is reflected. So let's go ahead and take half this bag, and let's get some steak. Or should I get some more honey? I'm already in honey, so let's get some steak. Let's do it both. That was the question that Sky was asking. So I'm gonna swap for. No, I want to be in the honey and steak pool. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pool honey and steak. So I'm gonna pick up both honey and steak. So let me pick up some honey first. What's half of 174? Like 80, and let's do 80. Let's do 80. That way I can leave some change. So I'm gonna split 160 in half. So let's do 80. I'll get about 1/10 of a honey. I'll swap out for that. Confirm swap. Waiting for confirmation. The conversion rates are not available for the fees, but if you guys can, well, it's in DAI. So I'm swapping 80. Okay, so this DAI is stable coin, so it's $80. Look at my fee; it's less than a penny. Look at the fee. I'm only getting charged 408, bro, less than a penny. So let me go ahead and confirm, and let's see how fast this thing takes to swap out the tokens. Boom, fast. You saw that? Confirmed. Boom. All right, so I already got the honey. Now I'm gonna take 80. DAI, and I'm going to swap it out for some steak. Insufficient liquidity for this trade. Oh, swap anyway? Let's try it. Let's try it. Swap anyway. Output is estimated. You will receive at least 3.6 or this transaction will revert. Swap anyway. Oh, it's because it's making a big impact on the liquidity. This means that the liquidity pool is still low. So should I adjust for slippage here? Let's just go ahead and run this thing. Swap anyway. Yeah, the fee is so cheap. Look at the fee here. Even less than the last one. I mean, they're less than a penny, guys. So you can imagine once people catch on to this, if you have a project that's on Ethereum, you've built it out, you've programmed, you've done the whole thing, you've got your contract address, your whole entire shebang, you set everything up, and now you're running into the problem of getting business because every time all your customers have to pay all these exuberant fees. Why not migrate to a sister chain? All you have to do is bridge it. Okay, you just bridge it over. You don't need to even get a new address. So this is an incentive. And you can see, boom, I already swapped out for stake. It confirmed, and it worked. So it said it didn't have liquidity, but let me check this out. Let's see if it confirmed it. Apparently it confirmed. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, balance 3.6. Okay, so let's add to the pool now. Boom. Now I'm going to add to the, what was the name of this pool again? Stake Honey or Honey Stake? Or let's go back to find out the exact pool. This one right here. So let's, instead of going through it, you could add liquidity to this pool from this link. That way you know you're, so let's do this, add liquidity. And I'm going to add max. Approve the stake. Confirms 2 cent transaction fee. Approving the stake, and then I'll supply it. So when you enter a liquidity pool, first you need to approve the spend, and then once that gets confirmed, then you supply. I usually forget that it's a 2-step process. Confirm transaction. Kaboom. Now let's supply the bags. Confirm supply. And this transaction will be 1 penny. Guys, look at the, first of all, look how much faster and how much cheaper. Now, Tron is also faster and cheaper, but that's a whole other ecosystem. Okay. And this XDai chain, it's kind of in a way, it's what I like about it. It's not only is it low fees, that when you have DAI is a stable coin. So, it's easier to do accounting for, in my opinion. Transaction submitted, and there you go. I'm in the pool. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. So it's steak and honey. I'm getting ETH 2.0 vibes from this champ. There you go. Yeah, this seems like it's an ETH 2.0 already. Because not only that, you could stake this token too. It's a POS. It's Ether. It's a sister chain to Ether that's already proof of stake. So yeah, there it is. Honey stake, and that's my position. I know guys who have stake, but the bridge is only for DAI, correct? I don't think so, Crystalzilla. I think the bridge could work for multiple tokens. I just don't know. From what let me see if I can show more here. No, I think it's only for DAI. I'm not sure if it's for stake. I don't know. I can't answer that question. I didn't buy stake on the main Ethereum network and bridge it over to XDai. I bridged the DAI and bought stake on the XDai chain with XDai. So, yeah, that's a good question, Zilla. I don't know. Shout out to the 4 maniacs over there. Let me go ahead and just start distributing rewards. Thank you for Unicycle Man donating 2 ice cream. I see that. I appreciate you. Let's go ahead and distribute these rewards. Click claim. Crystalzilla, the lucky follower today. He's a winner at 52 lemons. Thank you for the 4 ice cream. I appreciate that. And then kaboom. We got Sky Operator says OmniBridge can bridge stake. There you go. Okay. I haven't used OmniBridge, but one thing I'm seeing here is that a lot of people, it seems more people use OmniBridge than this POA bridge. So you guys may want to look at that. And that's what it is. So yeah, we've entered the honey stake pool. We've done a lot. I'm gonna have to write all this down to try to track this stuff. Is wild. Let me see my position here. See how much I've earned so far. I've already earned 8 cents worth of capital there on that pool, and hasn't even been 10 minutes. Crystalzilla says, by the way, 2K may have come from my Ninja network. I put the word out, but they don't take credit. Excellent. Well, thank you. Whoever it was. I mean, I'm trying to hunt down the person that sent me 2,000 TRX tokens the day before yesterday. And, you know, I put them to use. I did a video with the sun thing and the Just Swap, and, you know, I'm on it. So someone sent me 2,000, and whoever that was, if it's from Zilla's Ninja Network, I appreciate you. And then yesterday, Reed Mack sent me 1,000 TRX, and he's like, oh, try this T2X thing. And look, I'll be honest, the T2X thing seems a little high risk, a little, I don't know. It's not, it doesn't seem that attractive, but you know what? I mean, if you're going to give me 1,000 tokens just to give it a whirl, why not? Let's, you know, I'm not, you know, why not? Why not give it a test? And let me be clear with you guys. This DeFi farming, this whole stuff, this is highly advanced crypto walk. Okay. I've been in crypto for years, and I didn't even start getting my feet wet with this until Monday or this weekend. So, I mean, you know, if you haven't been in the game long, if this confuses you, if you don't understand, I would say stay away from all this stuff. Okay. And you're better off just getting Bitcoin and ETH. And just learning. This is highly advanced. This is highly speculative. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'm actually going to profit. I mean, with the Ethereum DeFi stuff, there's so many mining fees. I mean, fees for transactions or whatnot, that I think I'm going to get clapped just off the fees. Now with this XDai stuff, it's looking a little bit more promising, but it's been so early, I don't even know. And then furthermore, a lot of these contracts, they haven't been audited, you know, so there's all kinds of risks involved. So let me just be transparent and clear with you guys. Be careful, okay? And I'm experimenting to document this for media as well, and, you know, for education and entertainment purposes. And if I get wiped out for the 4 ETH or whatever I threw into this, then I'm prepared to lose that. So unless you have that mentality, you may want to consider doing something else. I mean, just want to put that out there, because I don't know. Like, you know, these smart contracts may just rob everybody. I have no idea. Okay, and I'm treading lightly, and I understand there's high risk. But, you know, I'm reminded of what Michael Saylor said in the interview with Anthony Pomp, this guy from MicroStrategies that just dropped $450 million into Bitcoin. He's like, look, you know, it may be a scam, but, you know, I'm doing my research here, and I may lose half my bag. But the other side is that, you know, there's a potential here to maybe even 10x. So, you know, as an investor, I'm looking for the investments that have a higher upside than a downside. But make no mistake, there's always a downside potential. So on that note, guys, I think I'm going to sign off. Always a pleasure here with you boomers. I think we've covered all the beats. All good. We are going to save the world with DeFi, says Sky. Yeah. Don't think that you're going to kumbaya with DeFi. It certainly may be, but you know, let's not bet on it. Let's just learn, though. You know, let's learn. I think it's time that, you know, especially me being in the front lines here, you know, for an everyday crypto guy, it's not, you know, streaming, like his main gig is not crypto. Maybe, you know, this is not the way to go. But, you know, if I'm in the crypto trenches every single day, I got to stay up on what's really booming. This is digital mining for gems, hoping to hit a pay streak, cost along the way, and hope to come out with more than you started with. Exactly. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. You're mining for gems, hoping to hit a pay streak. You're absolutely right. Sky's all in on it. Yeah, I definitely am not, but you know, I think everybody in this chat, you know, the names like Sky, Crystals, I've seen these names for a while. I know you guys aren't baby bear cubs. You guys are not baby bear cubs. But we always have some newbies listening, and want to be clear, because they see this and it's the next boom and this and that, and you don't know. You really don't know. That's why I'm treading lightly. Yeah, I got a few ETH to throw on it. You know, but I said this before. You gotta manage your bag, manage your risk. You gotta know what you're getting into. This is I would put this up on a very high risk, very high risk. On that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong out there. I'll see you guys tomorrow or maybe even later this afternoon if I decide to pop up on you guys with another move. I'm certainly motivated here with this DeFi live stuff, so maybe I'll pop up. Make sure you got me on post notifications and make sure you're following me on dlive.tv. I repeated this before, but the chat box here is to be considered the Cryptomaniacs Discord or Telegram for now. It's always open, and if you want to share links or talk, you can go over there. And on that note, I'm out of here, guys. Stay strong. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne. Thanks for tuning in.